All right, thanks so much, Barry. Well, presidential politics, that's what we've been talking quite a bit about. We're joined this morning by Jason Mercier. Politics also the subject of a debate at the Washington Policy Center's third annual Solution Summit that just wrapped up on Wednesday. Talk to us about some of the hot topics. What were, some of the keynote speakers discussing there?
Well, we're very happy to partner with KVU on the Solution Summit this past week. Had former presidential candidate, New York Governor George Pataki in town, gave a keynote lunch talking about it's not enough just to play to the anger of voters. You need to also focus on positive solutions. And he was asked, what does he think is going to happen at the national election? And he said, the primaries are where you talk to your angry voters, and that's what we're seeing happening. But his guess is who ultimately has the positive solutions will win the White House. Now, also during the day, we had policy panels on education, healthcare, water and energy, transportation, and taxes. And in fact, Mike Gonzalez was the moderator for our transportation panel. One of the more controversial topics, should we add to our gas tax with a mileage tax?
Right.
Should they track where you drive and pay by the mile? That is something the state of Washington is seriously considering. So if you have thoughts on that, make sure you let your legislators know about it. Also had former Attorney General Rob McKenna in town, talking about some of the legal consequences and economic problems of the state imposing a capital gains income tax. That's something that's getting a lot of discussion right now in Olympia in response to the McCleary lawsuit. So that's something that we want to really highlight, because right now Washington does not have an income tax, and this would take us down that road.
Sure, sure. And so talk about some of those policy topics that were discussed during the conference. Where are some of the concerns? What about education? So
in education is one of the topics. We did finally put our charter schools back onto the books. Many other states have taken a step beyond that, doing things called education savings accounts, where you allow parents to put money into a tax-deferred account that they can use for tuition at any school they want, save it for college. So that was a topic we looked at as far as from other states. On the water and energy issue, we had an expert up from California talking about some of the serious problems they're having with their water rights, some of their water shortages, a cautionary tale for here in Washington. And then on the health care, we've seen substantial rate increases proposed even with that federal reform. So what do we do next? How do we empower the consumer to be a better purchaser of health care? And finally, on big announcements for us at the Policy Center, we are starting a new agriculture center. So we announced the hiring of Madeline Clark. She'll be based here in Pasco with me, and she's going to be our agriculture director. So hopefully you'll get a chance to meet her.
Fantastic. Jason, thank you so much for being with us. Real quick, do you think Donald Trump's showing up tonight at the GOP convention?
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
All right. Jason Mercier in studio with us. Always a highlight of our morning for Eye on Olympia. You can follow him on his Facebook pages, Olympia Watch, and on his Twitter at Olympia Watch as well. Always sending out some great information for all of us. We're back after the break, but first here's a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.